Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. A pretty disappointing result for Team India. After the high of the first test, unfortunately we have come crashing down. South Africa has won comfortably the second test at the Wanderers Stadium by 7 wickets, and Dean Elgar played a captain's innings in the second innings with 96 not out, deservedly the man of the match. The big news before the start of the match was Virat Kohli wasn't included in the playing 11 due to injury. Hanuma Vihari got his due, but unfortunately he couldn't show his magic in both the innings, but we will come to that later. India won the toss and decided to bat first. That was a pretty sensible decision, but our batting collapsed and it was a shocking performance. Just 202 on that sort of pitch was never going to be enough, and we were always behind the 8 ball behind that. KL Rahul scored 50 runs, the standing skipper, and Ravichandran Ashwin 46 runs. But the continuous disappointment came from Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane. Hanuma Vihari also couldn't do much, and so did Rishabh Pant. If not for Ravi Ashwin, we couldn't even have reached 150 runs. So that was a sorry batting performance by Team India. Marco Jansen was the pick of the bowler for South Africa. He had a forgettable debut by his standards. He took 4 wickets by giving away just 31 runs, and both KG Rabada and Dwan Oliver also bowled perfect length. Dwan Oliver made his comeback to the Test team. He took 3 wickets, and KG Rabada also chipped in with 3. South Africa's first innings was not very good either, but they somehow managed a crucial first innings lead of 26 runs. They were all out for 229 runs, with Keegan Peterson scoring 62 and Temba Bavuma scoring 51 with nothing to show for rest of the batting lineup. Unfortunately, Team India bowled brilliantly well, especially Lord Shardul Thakur turned up and bowled his best spell in his career by a fair distance. He took 7 wickets by giving away 61 runs and showed that he is a utility cricketer, and I think he is the all-rounder that Team India need in the longer run. For the test format, he has just boosted his credentials very much. Mohammad Shami took 2 wickets by giving away 52 runs. He bowled with good line length and control, and Jasprit Bumrah managed to chip in with a wicket. India's second innings was also a disappointment. We just could muster 266 runs. KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal. Mayank Agarwal failed in the first innings as well, and so did Mayank in the second innings. So KL Rahul also couldn't do much. Unfortunately, that was a big blow, as we know that he has been in good form, leaving the balls outside the off stump. But he couldn't carry on in this innings, and that was a big blow for Team India. That's where I think team missed Virat very much. It would be unfair to squarely put the blame on Vihari because it was his comeback match, and although he disappointed, but we shouldn't be too harsh on him. Um, he still scored 40 runs though. Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane just came out with a rear guard action, and Cheteshwar Pujara, contrary to his usual style of play, played an aggressive and attacking brand of cricket. He scored 53 runs, and Ajinkya Rahane scored 58 runs. But both, I think, would have been pretty disappointed to miss out on 100. And if both of them scored 100, India could have won this Test match. Marco Jansen once again pick up the bowlers for South Africa. Shardul Thakur also chipped in with 28 useful runs. Marco Jansen took 3 wickets by giving away 67 runs. Remember, Marco also took 4 in the first. Lungi Ngidi turned up in the second innings. He also took 3 wickets by giving away 43 runs. Excellent line and length, back of length he used to bowl in the second innings, and just got his rewards from the surface. And KG Rabada once again chipped it with 3 runs by giving away 77 runs. Although he bowled quite a few no balls, which is a problem I'm sure he would rectify in the future matches. South Africa were set a modest target of 243, but as we know how potent Team India's bowling attack has become over the years, so it was not a walk in the park. But still, Dean Elgar, as I said at the start of the video, played one of his best innings. He 96 shot out. He grinded out the tough deliveries, and he turned up when South Africa needed their captain the most. Rassie van der Dussen scored 40 runs and Temba Bavuma scored 23. But the star of the show was Dean Elgar. The way in which he played out the difficult deliveries with great passion. As we know that Dean Elgar is not a batsman who is particularly pleasing to the eye, but once he's set, he has his own technique, he has his own template to carry on, and just with the flow he went. 96 runs, I think he deserved a century, but this 96 runs he will take it all day. Ashwin, Shami and Thakur chipped away with 1 wicket each. So a pretty disappointing performance by Team India. They were expected to be favourites and win this match even in the absence of Virat Kohli. So it shows how far we have come, but no excuses. And I hope we rectify these things and win the third test, because if we lose this opportunity, it is going to be a disaster of epic proportions. So I hope we win the third test. But congratulations to South Africa. They played well. They played out of their skins, and now all to play for going into the third test. So how did you like my analysis of this match? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then everyone, bye.